Alright, for the next question, solve negative 3x minus 10 is less than or equal to 5x plus 38. This is starting to get a little more complicated with lots of terms involved. So, isolate the variable on the left side. That's a good way to start looking at it. Try and get the variables all on the left-hand side, and then everything else on the right-hand side. So constants will go on the right-hand side, variables on the left. So in order to do that, we've got a variable on the right here that we need to move, and then we've got a constant on the left side that we want to move over to the right. So let's start with the constant. This is subtract 10. So to get rid of it, we need to do the opposite. We're going to add 10 to both sides. So here we've added 10, and here we've added 10. These two 10s cancel each other out, leaving you with negative 3x on the left. 5x stays the same on this side. 38 plus 10 becomes 48 on the right. This is called grouping like terms when you do this. When you're combining your constants, they're considered to be like terms. So when you combine them, this is the result. So now we've got negative 3x is less than or equal to 5x plus 48. It's a little easier to look at. We need to move this 5x to the other side. This is the same as saying plus 5x. It's a positive number, so we can say that that's plus 5x. So we need to subtract 5x from right to get rid of it on this side, and that'll put it over on this side. So we're going to subtract 5x from both sides. And when we do that, 5x minus 5x, they cancel each other out, leaving with just 48 on the right. And then negative 3x minus 5x, again we're combining like terms. Negative 3 minus 5 gives you negative 8, so it's a negative 8x. So now we're left with a one-step inequality. In order to solve for x, we need to divide both sides by negative 8. Divide both sides by negative 8. On the left, they cancel out. On the right, 48 divided by negative 8 becomes negative 6. So we've got x on the left, negative 6 on the right. Now, as we talked about previously, when you're dividing by a negative number, which is what we're doing here, our sign flips. So instead of less than or equal to, it becomes greater than or equal to. So x is greater than or equal to negative 6. So that's our new solution. Now we need to double check it. We're going to check the boundary point, negative 6, left side, right side. These checks, when you're working with more complicated equations, the checks get to be a little more complicated as well. In the past, we've had just a constant on one side, and so we didn't have to do anything on that side. But now in this case, we've got to do some calculations on both sides. So take the original left side, negative 6 becomes our x value. So negative 3 times negative 6 minus 10. BEDMAS says do the multiplication first. So negative 3 times negative 6 becomes positive 18. And then subtract 10. 18 minus 10 is 8. Now, on the right-hand side, 5x plus 38. Again, still substitute in negative 6 for your x value. 5 minus negative 6, or 5 times negative 6 plus 38. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30, and then it's plus 38. So negative 30 plus 38 gives you positive 8. So these sides both match, so we know this is a true statement and the sides are equal, so we know our boundary point is correct. But now we need to check that our sign is working. We said that it's going to be a number greater than negative 6. So in this case, when we're checking using a value greater than 6, 0 is a real handy one to use. If you're doing multiplication or division, when you're using 0, they tend to just vanish on you and you don't have to do any math. And 0 is greater than negative 6, so it's very handy in this situation. So left side, right side, substitute in 0. 0 times negative 3 is just 0, minus 10. On the right side, 5 times 0 is just 0 plus 38. So now we're left with negative 10 is less than 38, which is also true. So we have confirmed that our sign is correct. So the inequality symbol is correct. Since both statements are true, the solution of x is greater than or equal to negative 6 is correct. All right, you've got another show you know to work on. Please go ahead and do that.